Yo, what is happening, guys? Undisputed Vlogs here, and today we're back, and I'm back with Brandon, because you know what this is. Do you know what this is? Yeah, you already do, because it said there, you didn't know what video we're doing. Dark side of YouTube. There's 5 videos left, within this playlist, so there's probably about 5 videos left, in general, of the dark side. But yes, we're actually going to do the shorter videos, and then we're going to do the longer videos later on, because there's one at 19 fucking minutes. I don't fancy doing that one today. So, we're going to be doing the shortest one, which is John Jones. Caver dies while exploring cave with family in Utah. That's disturbing. Okay.
Cave exploring, also called spelunking or potholing, is a pastime made for risk-seeking adventurers who aren't afraid to trek through some of the darkest, most unmanageable places on Earth. Exploring a natural cave system and conquering its obstacles is just another exhilarating way for these adventurers to push their potential and feel closer to Mother Nature. But as with all dangerous hobbies, the chance of death is always looming, and whether novice or expert, the simplest mistake may just be your end.
That's probably why they die.
On November 24th, 2009, John Edward Jones was visiting family in Stansbury Park, Utah for Thanksgiving. The family decided to do some cave exploring like they used to when John was a kid.
I'm all good for adventuring, but like I couldn't. Could you crawl for a hole that tight?
I'd be afraid to get back out.
Yeah, I'd be afraid to get stuck because it's like so. I feel like I'd become claustrophobic. I'd be so stuck in.
It was a popular location they'd never been to before called Nutty Putty, which was named after soft brown clay lining the cave's interior. Around 8 p.m., John entered the cave with 10 other friends and family members and began exploring a large chamber known as the Big Slide. Soon after, John and his brother Josh split from the group with 2 other friends to find a more challenging section of the cave called the Birth Canal. When the 4 decided to go separate ways to look for it, John picked a waist-high hole to explore and went in head first. He found no place big enough to turn his body around and leave the tunnel, so he kept going.
Exactly what you said. You'd be scared to get how you'd get back out. If it was just a tunnel you could walk through, fair enough. But like, why would you want to crawl through a tunnel, especially because it's gonna be long as fuck? Like, you just have a chance where you just may not make it out. Like this guy clearly did not.
Tunnel, so he kept going. John eventually saw a fissure that dropped nearly straight down in front of him, which may have appeared to widen out at the bottom, giving him a spot to turn around. Rescuers believe John sucked in his chest to investigate the fissure, sliding his torso over a lip of rock and down into the 10-inch wide side of the crevice. But when his chest expanded again, he was stuck.
There we go!
I'd never go in that deep.
Exactly. There we go. How the fuck are me and Brown being the logical ones here? Why?
Instead of widening so John could get out, the crack grew smaller and all but closed. Struggling to free himself only made John slide deeper into an even tighter 8.5-inch wide section of the fissure. One arm pinned underneath him, the other forced backward by an outcropping of rock. His headlamp was also knocked off.
Where was all his friends at this point? Because did he not say he went in with 10 friends? Was he the only one that crawled through this cave? Did all his friends be like, I'm just gonna wait to see if he comes back, and if he doesn't, well, I'm not fucking saving him, so I guess he just doesn't come back.
When John's brother Josh heard his older brother was stuck, he made his way down the waist-high tunnel to help him. But after getting stuck himself in a section known as the corkscrew, and seeing how far his brother was wedged in the crevice, Josh knew they had a serious problem. John was almost completely upside down with only his feet and about 6 inches of his legs sticking out of the tight opening. Josh attempted...
I'd shit myself.
No, there's no, I don't even want to see that picture.
I'd shit myself if I was stuck in a cave, especially upside down like that. I'd shit myself. Like,
Josh attempted to pull him out, but soon realized they would need help to free his brother. He told John he was calling for help, then made a friend stay with his brother as he made the journey out of the cave to alert emergency services. When he was sure help was on the way, Josh made his way back to where John was stuck and took the friend's place by his brother's side. The Mormon brothers passed the time by praying and talking about Josh's plans for the future. Just before midnight, over 3 hours after John had first gotten stuck, members of the rescue team began arriving. It took rescuers about 30 minutes to reach the tunnel where Jones was stuck.
They took their fucking time, didn't they? He could be dead. That's probably where this is going, actually. It did say he died.
Stuck. Around 12:30, rescue team volunteer member Susie Matola reached John and greeted him with, "Hi, John. My name is Susie. How's it going?" John's reply sounded distant. "Hi, Susie. Thanks for coming, but I really, really want to get out." John, she told him.
She the one fucking in there.
Hi, Susie. It's nice to meet you. Can you hurry up and get me the fuck out now? I'm not here to have a fucking heart-to-heart with you. Put me the fuck out.
Really want to get out. "Oh, no worries, John," she told him. "You're going to be out of here lickety-split." As Susie analyzed the situation, though, she knew it was not going to be an easy task. The 6-foot, 200-pound Jones was encased upside down by a tight crevice, except for a small section of his legs and feet protruding out. The human body is designed to walk upright, and the heart works with the force of gravity, not against it. When rescuers told trauma physician Doug Murdoch that John was nearly upside down, he knew the trapped man didn't have much time. Being upside down, your body has to pump the blood out of the brain all the time, he said. Your body isn't set up to do that. The entire system starts to fail. Murdoch headed for the scene, knowing blood and fluids would be pooling in John's brain and lungs. His circulation would be slowing, capillaries leaking, and toxins building up in his blood. If the rescuers were to free John, those toxins could rush to his heart and kill him.
So that's probably how he died. What?
Like, we didn't know that.
Yeah, I know. I already knew all that, but like, that's probably how he died.
Kill him. There are very few studies about the long-term effects of being upside down, but Murdoch thought John might have 8 to 10 hours to live. They attempted to tie a rope around John's legs and pull him out, but the friction of the rope on the rocks of the cave walls was just too great. The small space they had to work with, and the depth that John was stuck, also made using big equipment impossible. Many chisels and a drill were used to widen parts of the cave. However, the smaller tools were not working fast enough. They then began constructing a pulley system out of climbing cams, but each trip into the tunnel to pass a piece of equipment took nearly an hour.
Fuck me, you can tell by that picture how small the cave is. It's literally like that. It's like, say for example, the size of me, right? That way. It'd be about that. That's how much. So you couldn't even crawl like that. You'd have to crawl like that. Like a fucking army crawl.
The rescue team did their best to keep John comfortable by singing religious hymns and keeping conversation.
You're gonna die. Don't worry though. I got you. Jesus loves me, yes I know. For the Bible tells me so. He's just hanging down there. He's just hanging there, gonna die, and you're singing him Bible verses. Do you know what they'll be singing him from? Don't build your house on the sandy land. Don't build too near the shore. Well, it might be kind of nice, but you'll have to build it twice, so you'll have to build your house once more. Do you remember that?
No.
From primary school. I can't, like, how does that help you? Like, see, maybe for him, maybe he was Christian. Say if I was stuck down a hole and someone started, like, singing religious songs to me, I'd push myself further down the hole, trying to end it quicker. What is this? John Jones was 26, was crawling head first when he got stuck in a tiny unmapped tunnel deep inside. That must have been a terrible way to go as well, because like you're stuck there, you can feel the blood rushing to like your head, and it starts filling your lungs. Like it's not like it's a quick death; it's a very slow and painful one.
And the cams anchoring the pulleys were slipping from their places on the cave walls. Around 24 hours later, they had made little progress, and John was beginning to have a very difficult time breathing. Over 100 men and women worked tirelessly to free John from his prison. Unfortunately, 27 hours into the rescue, Jones became unresponsive. Just before midnight on Wednesday, November 25th, John Jones was declared dead.
Was he stuck in there for over 24 hours, or was that the same day? Because the way they said he was stuck in there for like 3 hours up till this time. Then they said he was stuck there till like Wednesday or something, midnight. Was he stuck there for over 24 fucking hours?
Probably.
That's terrible. Actually terrible. That would be a
I've been
horrible
the
day.
paramedics.
What?
I've been the paramedics.
To be fair, they took a fucking while to get there. Like.
The 26-year-old medical student left behind his wife Emily, a 1-year-old daughter named Elizabeth, and another child that was expected to be born in June of 2010. After his death, the Nutty Putty Cave was closed, and the entrance was eventually sealed with cement, with John's body still inside.
Well, anyway, that was this episode. That was bad. Yeah,
I'm gonna cry.
I don't really have much more to say about that. So that happened in 2009. So his daughter would be 11. Feel bad for that part. That's sad. But yeah, I'm gonna end the video here. That's yeah, that was John Jones. He was a caver. Dies while exploring cave and family new show. So that's a new show. But yes, gonna end it here. If you did enjoy, smash the like button. Comment down below what you thought. If you had in your eye, smash the subscribe button. If you do enjoy my content, turn on notifications. Notifications when I upload daily, Monday to Friday. Saturday's podcast. Sunday's the day off where I record and edit, pre-record and edit. And yeah, I've been Undisputed. That's been Dick. And
Brandon.
that's been Cindy Balls. I'm just waiting for you guys. That's been Brandy Balls. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. And peace.